A disabled mother was trying to cross a roadside ditch with her little child. Suddenly, her bag slipped into the ditch, and her child ran a short distance away. Just then, a car stopped behind her. A kind woman quickly got out and ran over to help. The disabled mother said, "Please bring my child back." The kind woman picked up the child and brought him back safely. Then the disabled mother said, "My house is up on the hill. Please help me get there." The kind woman immediately ran back to her car and asked her husband to help the disabled mother. He refused to get out of the car. The kind woman would not accept his answer. She took the disabled mother's bag and placed it on her husband's shoulder. Then, she picked up the bag from the ditch and handed it to him too. She gently helped the disabled mother cross the ditch, while her husband reluctantly carried the child and followed them toward the house. After they safely took the woman and her child into the house, they started walking back. As they reached the roadside ditch, the kind woman climbed down and looked around. She turned to her husband and said, "We need to build a bridge here, so she can cross safely next time." Her husband shook his head and said, "No, I am not doing that." But she refused to give up. She gently pulled him back to the car, and they drove into the nearby hills to look for a large rock. After a while, she got out of the car and started searching. She found a small rock, but it was too small, so she left it behind. Then she noticed a much larger rock. She ran back to her husband and asked him to help, not want to do it. But after she kept asking, he finally agreed. They worked together until the large rock came loose. Then she smiled and said, "Please carry it on your back." He did not want to, but after she insisted again, he lifted the heavy rock onto his back while she stayed beside him and helped support the weight until they reached the car. They carefully placed the rock inside and drove back toward the roadside ditch. When they arrived, the husband stayed inside the car because he did not want to help again. The kind woman opened the car door and gently pulled him outside. Then both of them lifted the heavy rock and carried it to the ditch. Together they placed it across the gap and turned it into a small bridge. They checked it carefully to make sure it was safe and steady. The kind woman smiled because she knew the mother and her child would now have a much safer way to cross. She was happy because she had not only helped them get home, she had also made their future easier. Sometimes one act of kindness can change someone's life forever. If this story touched your heart, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more stories about kindness and humanity.